Catholic Church? With what divine knowledge have you writ in defence of the faith? How unanswerably have you cleared all these intricacies in religion, which even the gownmen have left dark and difficult? With what unbeaten arguments you convince the faithless and instruct the ignorant? Where shall we find a man so young, like St. Augustine, in the midst of all his youth and gaiety, teaching the world divine precepts, true notions of faith, and excellent morality, and, at the same time, be also a perfect pattern of all that accomplish a great man? You have, my lord, all that refined wit that charms, and the affability that obliges, a generosity that gives a lustre to your nobility, that hospitality and greatness of mind that engages the world, and that admirable conduct that so well instructs it. Our nation ought to regret and bemoan their misfortunes for not being able to claim the honour of the birth of a man who is so fit to serve his majesty and his kingdoms in all great and public affairs. And to the glory of your nation be it spoken, it produces more considerable men for all fine sense, wit, wisdom, breeding, and generosity, for the generality of the nobility, than all other nations can boast. And the fruitfulness of your virtues sufficiently make amends for the barrenness of your soil, which however cannot be incommode to your lordship, since your quality and the veneration that the commonalty naturally pay their lords creates a flowing plenty there that makes you happy. And to complete your happiness, my lord, heaven has blessed you with a lady to whom it has given all the graces, beauties, and virtues of her sex, all the youth, sweetness of nature of a most illustrious family, and who is a most rare example to all wives of quality for her eminent piety, easiness, and condescension, and as absolutely merits respect from all the world as she does that passion and resignation she receives from your lordship, and which is on her part with so much tenderness returned. Methinks your tranquil lives are an image of the new-made and beautiful pair in paradise, and it is the prayers and wishes of all who have the honour to know you that it may eternally so continue, with additions of all the blessings this world can give you. My lord, the obligations I have to some of the great men of your nation, particularly to your lordship, gives me an ambition of making my acknowledgments by all the opportunities I can, and such humble fruits as my industry produces I lay at your lordship's feet. This is a true story of a man gallant enough to merit your protection, and, had he always been so fortunate, he had not made so inglorious an end. The royal slave I had the honour to know in my travels to the other world, and though I had none above me in that country, yet I wanted power to preserve this great man. If there be anything that seems romantic, I beseech your lordship to consider these countries do, in all things, so far differ from ours that they produce inconceivable wonders. At least they appear so to us, because new and strange. What I have mentioned, I have taken care should be truth. Let the critical reader judge as he pleases. It will be no commendation to the book to assure your lordship I writ it in a few hours, though it may serve to excuse some of its faults of connection, for I never rested my pen a moment for thought. It is purely the merit of my slave that must render it worthy of the honour it begs, and the author of that of subscribing herself, my lord, your lordship's most obliged and obedient servant, A. Behn. The History of the Royal Slave. I do not pretend, in giving you the history of this royal slave, to entertain my reader with the adventures of a feigned hero, whose life and fortunes fancy may manage at the poet's pleasure, nor, in relating the truth, design to adorn it with any accidents but such as arrived in earnest to him. And it shall come simply into the world, recommended by its own proper merits and natural intrigues, there being enough of reality to support it, and to render it diverting, without the addition of invention. I was myself an eye-witness to a great part of what you will find here set down, and what I could not be witness of I received from the mouth of the chief actor in this history, the hero himself, who gave us the whole transactions of his youth, and though I shall omit, for brevity's sake,